Yo, what up? It's your boy Brando, aka Sylvie. You already know what's going on. We are here at Creative Anonymous. This is Artist Premiere, and today our special guest. She is a fashion connoisseur. She has an awesome business called Art Blanche, location in Atlanta, location in Tampa, and she's getting to it. She's got a big show coming up in October. You guys be ready for it. I'll let her tell you guys about it, but I just want you guys to know we got Ava in the house and we're about to get to it on Artist Premiere. Let's go. Run it. Load the whip full of woes, it's over with. Load the clips, load the whip full of woes, it's over with. Load the clips, load the whip full of woes.
Pop it now, you know my bitch, I'm super
lit. Super lit. Lit. Super lit. Super lit. Super lit. I'm super lit. I'm super
Double camera.
Yo, what up? Welcome back to another episode. So, Ava, I'm glad you're here today.
Thanks for having me here.
I mean, I had to. I mean, like, when it comes to the caliber of people I deal with in the city is top notch, you know, prime. So, and you're one of those people, man. Like, I admire things that you do. I've seen you work for about a year straight, and your name rings bells, like Christmas bells, like jingle bells. So, I mean, I'm a, what's that word? I'm honored to have you on the show.
Well, I'm definitely honored to be here. Thanks so much for having me on Artist Premiere.
Absolutely, man. So let's get into some of the stuff you're into, man. So how have you been, first of all?
I've been great. Just, working hard, trying to start off the year right, 2022.
Yeah, man, you have to. You have to. Got to do better than last year. That's my
definitely.
motto.
And last year wasn't too bad either, so, as long as we're upgrading every time.
Absolutely concur. Every year get better, go up and up. So I met you about a year ago. How was COVID for you as a creative and as a business owner? Because I know a lot of business owners, depending on what industry you're in, took a kind of hit. But also I know a lot of business owners that are in the creative entities that went all the way up. So how was it for you?
Being a creative, I mean, you of course need time to yourself to be able to work on your stuff. So I feel like COVID wasn't, like detrimental to my business. It definitely gave me a little bit more time to not have to be always out and about, and a little bit more time for me to work on my art and my personal stuff that I'm going
very important.
for. But it was also difficult just with networking and stuff. I had to kind of switch over and do more things online as opposed to face-to-face.
Yes, yeah, that's also a trend that I noticed with not just creatives, but all businesses. And that's kind of why I was able to do well in COVID, is because, what SLC does, we're able to help people convert whatever they do, whatever they got a commodity, if they're an artist, if they got talent, a business, a brand, help them convert online. And at that time, everybody needed to be online.
Yeah, I definitely needed you. I appreciate you being here. Like, just close by me. So, if I ever need anything, I can just be like, hey, yo, what's up?
We're always
just
close by.
Need something.
Yeah, our past 2 brick and mortar locations have been adjacent. Like, last one, you were on the floor by, like, the floor on top of mine or under mine, I can't remember.
Yeah, right below you.
And then right now at the new location, the SLC home office, we're like right next door. So it's awesome. And the environment is very collaborative. And this is actually where I birthed the idea for Creative Anonymous and getting those top tier artists that, whether they do music, whether they're actors, actresses, multimedia creators like yourself, painters, that duality piece that you did.
Oh, yeah.
In the last piece of content we did for A&I Speaks, man, that was an awesome piece of content.
Thank you.
And that was an awesome painting. But yeah, like, it's just so much creativity going on here.
Definitely.
And the platform, I just want to be able to shine a light on all the excellent talent. So
there's so many great people, and even more people coming in. I mean, I know we just had somebody get one of the spaces, and I met her earlier. Her name's Claire.
She was cool.
Very cool. Yeah, she looked at my stuff a little bit, and she said she's still setting up, but I'm supposed to check it out sometime next week.
Nice.
But, yeah.
It
Always
sounds like,
nice to have
sounds
like new people, new artists just coming in and vibing.
yeah, as long as the energy's good, you know. I'm
Oh
all
yeah,
about good energy, you
definitely.
know, but you need people to do anything, you know. So, bad energy can be nurtured. So it's not like
No, well, I'll try to avoid it, but
try to avoid it. Um, you know, but once you work on yourself to the point, like I've learned, you work on yourself to the point your aura won't even allow that energy within like a 10-mile radius, not mile, you can't control miles in the city, but 10-foot radius of what you've got going on. But
speaking of auras, last night, it was Chris Pilcher's birthday, and they had some of those installations down in the underground
underground, yeah.
open. And there was somebody down there, I can't remember what her name was, but she was doing photographs that was like an aura reading. So you would get your photo with your aura color, and then she would kind of, I guess, read into you a little bit and tell you
Wow.
about yourself. I thought that was super interesting. It's just something different.
Did you that is super interesting. So she was taking the pictures and letting you know what reading she got from the photo.
Well, and then you would have your physical copy of the photo as well. So she was doing like couples readings, individuals. Super interesting.
Did she tell anybody how she was getting this reading?
I'm assuming that she's just
She's
got
mystical.
it like that. Yeah, I don't know.
She's a genie.
Yeah,
We
but
spoke about genies on the last episode.
Really?
I told y'all there was Atlanta genies. That's Atlanta Genie, and she's a photographer.
genius idea, that's for sure.
Genius idea. That's for sure. Ideas are what, innovate, Ideas upon execution, you can do whatever,
Absolutely.
Like I advise all you guys to dream big, but a dream is just a dream without your goals set with parameters in every step of the way you got to execute. That's the biggest thing for me. A lot of you guys that already follow me already know that execution. That's why I have her up here. I've seen her execute on a top tier level, so
Well, thank you. Art Blanche is all about supporting artists and really kind of bringing people together, because ultimately you can do anything, but you can't do everything. So you always have to remember to just network, collaborate, and you never know who's going to inspire you. So
inspiration is huge. You heard what she said. You can't do everything. You business people that follow me and watch my business stuff, you guys know that I talk about let the professionals do their job. Like, you can't do everything. You might have an idea, but you'll need professionals. Like, for instance, I've wanted to do a fashion show for a long time. I don't have the time for it. She's a professional. So it's not my fashion show, but I'll be a part of it probably if she allows me.
absolutely. No, definitely. We need you.
And I would feel fulfilled and like, yo, we did a fashion show. Check it off, It doesn't have to be mine. I'm not a person that's like that. Collaborative is what it takes.
Yeah, it's all of Atlanta's fashion show, because ultimately it's going to be in the underground. It's going to be representing all of Atlanta. So fashionistas, designers, everybody, come collaborate with us. We're really going to put it on, help build up Atlanta Fashion Week, because we need a fashion week here in Atlanta.
Putting on for the city, man.
Absolutely.
I told you guys,
It's so diverse.
Creative Anonymous, we're coming, bro. We're putting on music festivals, big fashion shows. Like, a tidal wave is coming. This is your first and only warning. So you guys get ready to get soaked. Get your boats ready.
Definitely. Surfboards, all of that.
All that, surfboards, because of waves. Get ready to ride them waves. I'm a skimboarder. I grew up in Virginia Beach. I used to love skimboarding.
Oh, nice.
Skimboarding was my jam, and even when I couldn't make it to the beach, like I
love the
lived in the
beach.
suburbs, so we had a ditch in the front yard or whatever in the cul-de-sac. So when it would rain hard, it would the water would be at the level it would be to skim on. So I'd go
Wow.
outside and just skim in the ditch, man. I used
Yo,
to love it. I was a
that's cool.
skater, man. So I came up with anything rad. I used to shovel out my driveway when it snowed to skate.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Man, I loved it. I had a passion for that thing, man.
That's awesome.
But
Passion is definitely important if you're ever going to be successful.
absolutely. Speaking of passions, what do you have a passion for?
Well, of course, art.
Art.
Art is definitely my passion.
Tight.
And I like to collaborate with people. So, I like to put my art out there, stuff that I do individually, but also at all of my events, I always have something that incorporates interactions, like a piece that's made by everybody that's actually there in the physical, which is hard during COVID. But, anybody that's really there, that's able to come and interact, we end up with a final piece. So that's always cool.
That is something that I can attest to. That when I met you at that art cart, your cart was an interactive piece.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I walked up to you and I was like, so what's your cart like? And you're like, it's whatever people make it type thing, And I was like, that's fire, you know what I mean? And it was unique. It was different from everybody else's. So
well, and it's a statement. It represents, what was happening that day, where people's minds were, what everybody was thinking, what they did whenever they put their paintbrush to the canvas or paper or whatever.
That's what I admired about you in the beginning, because during that time, that was a time, it's like kind of like after the summer of COVID, but it was like the next summer of COVID. Mm-hmm. And like I was still in my personal mission to like pour out positivity to like everybody, because like the world needed it. And that creative example of collaboration was like, okay, she gets it. Like, no
bringing people together.
That's why I admired you for that, because I was on the same time.
Mm-hmm. Well, and some people are afraid to like actually create art. Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not an artist, I'm not a professional, so I don't want to, just do something and maybe it doesn't look cool enough, or it doesn't look, aesthetically the way I want it to look. But if you don't ever try it and you don't, make it fun, then you're not gonna ever make anything. So
you miss 100% of the shots you never take.
Exactly.
And sometimes art can be therapeutic too. You don't have to be a professional artist.
Oh yeah, I saw T.I. and he was actually at a comedy show at our bar ATL on Edgewood. Mm-hmm. And so it wasn't like, oh, it's T.I.'s show or anything, but he got up on stage and he did his comedy thing. I want to say it was like maybe 20 minutes long. And he really did his thing. He introduced himself, brand new, never done comedy, but he's used to being on stage. He's used to having a microphone, and so he was somewhat comfortable. But he said it was all for basically therapy more than anything.
He got out of his comfort zone. Shout out to T.I. too, man.
Absolutely,
Really, really big influence on the west side of Atlanta and
all of Atlanta.
All of Atlanta.
Yeah, for sure.
But Bankhead. But yeah, man, I was in Virginia skateboarding in the suburbs, listening to T.I., man.
Definitely.
T.I. versus T.I.P., like all that stuff. Getting it off LimeWire. My bad. Sorry, bro. But I had to get it off LimeWire.
Everybody did.
The dude that made Napster was from Virginia. He's from Virginia.
Oh.
It's crazy. But, freaking thirsty guys, huh? Fuck. But, I gotta cut that out. But, yeah, man, shout out T.I., man. So he was at, every time you tell me about this place, I can't say it. Our bar.
Our bar. It's, the plural, we, us. Our bar.
So O-U-R.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Our bar.
Our bar ATL.
Okay, because it's like our bar or our bar. And like...
Yeah, I guess it depends how you say it.
How you say it, type deal. Yeah, no, that's fire. I've seen their ads on Instagram, and you've told me about it a couple times. That's your spot,
great.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's all artists that, frequent there. So you never know who you're going to see. You never know what kind of person you're going to meet. But they definitely are into the art scene, whether they're supporting it, whether they're helping make it, all of that.
Tight.
Mm-hmm.
How long? So as far as the Atlanta nightlife, I think I met you before I met you. I was with a guy named Curtis Williams. Formerly or
Danko.
Unformerly known as Danko.
Mm-hmm.
James, you guys might have seen him on Artist Premiere 2 or something, but
love Curtis.
Yeah, man, I was with him, and then we were going into someplace on the east, like kind of like little by Old Fourth Ward or something. It was called like the Local.
Oh yeah, the local.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely. I haven't been there in a while actually, but
it was a while
the
ago.
karaoke Mondays, they used to be crazy. A
think
lot of talent would pull up and
Yeah, they had karaoke in there. Yeah, so that was you. So
Yep,
yeah,
that was me.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm not a karaoke singer, but you know,
You were in the vibe though. You were
absolutely. I love
out
clapping
in,
and
you know what I
cheering
mean?
alongside.
So that's dope. That's dope, man. Like
I almost did karaoke last night actually.
last time I did karaoke, it was extremely embarrassing, and I tried to do a Kid Cudi song that required me to sing only. And I was in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and it was terrible. And there
I
was
would've loved to
this
see
guy there that thought like, and I had just got back from a tour with K Camp, and it was my second tour. So I had music I was performing, and I was an actual performing artist. But when I got to that karaoke bar, I'm not a singer. So there was a guy there with his wife that actually worked for a label in New York. So we're having a conversation. It was me and my girl at the time with him, and I'm telling him about my music and stuff. So when it was my turn to get on karaoke, I butchered this fucking song. Like, it was like Memories by Kid Cudi, and it's all
Nice.
singing. It's like, I'm not even gonna try it right now.
Right,
But
relive that.
it was ugly, and I imagine this guy thinking in his mind, this kid's terrible.
Yeah,
But,
Chris wanted me to do Sade's Smooth Operator yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I ended up not doing it because it wasn't even because I chickened out. It
Bates or Pilcher?
was Pilcher. It was his
at his
birthday, and
birthday.
I was only agreeing to do it only because it was his birthday.
Tight.
And so I was like, okay, I need to get a couple other people to come up on stage with me, and maybe I'll just do the hook and they can do the rest. But
You didn't do it.
he got distracted. He went somewhere, so I was like,
You
okay,
got out of it.
yes, it
Yeah,
worked out.
man. Yeah, man, I need the auto tune. And but nah, karaoke's cool for a community, man, and I'm glad that we're in here talking about collaboration and the Creative Anonymous Collective and community, to bring it full circle. Projects that you're working on now, like what you got going on for the spring? I know Ostrich and SLC, we're dropping a merch capsule.
Nice.
I'm really into apparel and fashion culture. And what about you? Are you into fashion? You dress amazing. Every time I see you or see a post, you dress very, it's eccentric, and it's not like an average, like leggings and Uggs. Like, it's different. She dresses up and it's dope.
Thank you. I mean, I have a passion for fashion. Also inspired by Sticks Greens. I got to keep up with him. He's always in his suits and very well tailored. So, I'm not going to go out in pajamas.
That's what
or
I was
anything.
gonna right. That's what I was gonna say. You guys like match. You guys are like a Harley Quinn and the Joker.
That's what they say.
Because you guys, he's dapper down all the time. So
for sure.
yeah, he's a cool dude. He came over to the studio when we met Art Blanche at the cart, art cart, and we vibed out, him, Fletch, and that cigarette song I put on the promo for that day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pretty dope song.
Definitely.
Hopefully we'll get him up here on Artist Premiere.
I'm sure
one
he'd
of
be
these
interested.
episodes.
Yeah.
Really cool dude. You guys
He's
gotta
pushing out
check
a
him
lot
out.
of music too right now. We did a video, I want to say maybe Saturday. We filmed a video, and so he's putting out a couple more songs. He's been kind of just
Right.
dropping singles for now, but Phases
Yeah.
2 is on the way.
He was telling me, man. He was telling me he needed some marketing. He needs to come lock in, man, because he's got great music. He's got the look,
Oh,
the
absolutely.
talent, and
And you got the marketing,
yeah,
so
I can get him up through there. So we need to talk.
Yeah.
We need to talk. But yeah, for sure. But today is about you, Ava
facts.
of Art Blanche. And yeah, man. So top tier. So you guys just be on the lookout for Ava Art Blanche Tampa. You might catch her out somewhere at our bar, or, somewhere in Atlanta getting it in.
Yeah,
And,
everywhere.
What's your IG? Tell them your IG so they can follow you.
So it's at artblanche.atl, ARTBLANCHE.ATL.
You got a Tampa one too.
Same thing, artblanche.tampa. So same idea, except we just kind of recently expanded down to Tampa, Bay Area, all of that.
See, she's a visionary. She's scaling.
Yeah,
Like, she's
got to expand a
top
little
tier.
bit. It started local, but we're branching out East Coast, everywhere, and then we'll see what's next, national.
I hope that you able to scale. I mean, what you're doing here for the city is what we appreciate here.
Thank
We
you.
always have the city's top tier guests and top tier influencers and personalities and people really putting in that work and making this machine go around, because it's definitely a machine. So you guys stay tuned. I appreciate you guys. That is today's artist premiere. Thank you, Ava, for coming out.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. It's your boy Brando, aka Sylvie. Gone.